So the next thing that I want to talk about is the ODSP Employment Training Income Report. This is for anybody who has employment, paid employment. This report must be completed prior to the 7th day of the month, not the 7th business day, the 7th day of the month. It must be submitted before then, otherwise the pension will be cut off. And that's happened to Laura on different occasions when somebody at the ODSP office went on holidays and didn't have somebody looking after it. Unfortunately, Laura didn't get paid. So we don't want that to happen. So we submit it by the 7th working day. So what we need to do is to detach the statement of direct deposit, which comes with the ODSP form that comes each month. This form includes the names and the address of the people that are attached to this ODSP pension. That is, in this case, Laura and me. I'm her trustee. So that statement of direct deposit is used for Laura to purchase her bus pass. She has to use that as proof that she has a disability and that she is receiving ODSP and that she qualifies for a reduced rate on the cost of her bus pass. So we detach that statement, give it to Laura to use to purchase her bus pass. Then we need to type up an ODSP invoice for work-related accommodation expenses. This amount on this invoice is the amount of money that is paid to the supporter who supports Laura at her paid employment. So I have to submit an invoice with that amount, and that invoice offsets how much they're going to claw back the amount of money that Laura makes from her pension. So that's really important. Otherwise, she would be losing more money off of her pension from working. So that's important. Then we need to collect all of her pay stubs. Now, right now, her pay stubs come through a really cool online website. We just dial into this. It's called Employer D, and we go in there and we print off the pay stubs. It's really handy. It's great. And then she also needs to print off her commission statement from Isogenics. If she made any money during the month, she has to report that as well. And then we need to complete the employment training income report, noting the various sources of income, any deductions that were made, and the gross amount that she was paid. Then that form needs to be signed by Laura. So we have to get her to sign it. If she's not available to sign it, I can sign it for her, but I prefer to let Laura to sign it so that she's taking responsibility for her employment report. If there are any really big changes in her utilities, like an increase in the cost of her utilities, that can be noted on the form because they take that into consideration when they claw back her income as well. Okay, so then on that form again, we note the amount of the work-related accommodation expense. That goes in the section of the form that's called disability-related work expense. Then what we do is photocopy the form because it has all these security features on it. And so you can't fax that form. If you fax it, it just comes out black at the other end. So we have to photocopy that form, and then we can just fax that form along with all of the copies of the pay stubs and the work-related what's it called? It's called disability related work expense invoice. All of those papers have to go to ODSP. So we fax all of those, the employment training form, the photocopies of the pay stubs, and the commission notifications, and the disability related work expense. Oh, yeah. Anyway, then, so we fax all that. We get a confirmation that they went through. We write that on the cover sheet, and all of that stuff is all put together and filed in the ODSP file every month. At the end of the fiscal year, that file is filed in the archives, and a new file is started. And that's the end of the ODSP income report.